Welcome to your Astro Mojo. I'm your astrologer, Lisa Paron, and this is your general Western astrology forecast for May 2016. May's lucky stars begin with a nice aspect on the 1st with the Sun in Taurus. It's in a lovely aspect to Neptune in Pisces. This sparkling energy is perfect for artists, entertainers, creative types. If you want to do a little bit of painting or do some poetry, it's a great time to find inspiration and create beauty. It could also mean a golden opportunity presenting itself for people lucky enough to be affected by this transit. Most of all will be earth signs as well as water signs. One of the best aspects of the month is on the 3rd, when the Sun in Taurus makes a lucky star or an earth trine with Jupiter in Virgo. The Sun is also approaching a trine with Pluto in Capricorn that is exact on the 7th, and joining the Earth trine is the planet Mercury, or the messenger of the gods. Now, normally I would say this is a wonderful time for new beginnings, projects, businesses, and enterprises, but you might want to think about your choices with a little more time, because 5 planets are currently, in retrograde motion. This is a slower paced energy, not a time to take action. It's a time for you to chill out, reflect on your situation, rest, and give yourself a little reboot. The planet Mercury went retrograde or in a backward station back on April 29th, earlier last month, at 24 degrees of Taurus. Mercury is known as the messenger of the gods, as I said, and it governs all forms of communication, commerce, writing, and speech. Taurus is a stubborn, fixed sun sign, and that means it doesn't like to be rushed. No Taurus ever wants to be rushed or forced into anything. With Mercury retrograde in Taurus, it can influence people's lives to slow down, where they think about things longer before they reach a decision. So if you have to ask somebody a favor during especially the first 9 days of May, or you ask someone to do something for you, the answer very likely might be no. The first 9 to 10 days of May, the planets Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto are all retrograde or in an off-kilter or slowed down energy. During a retrograde transit, there is a higher than average chance of missed appointments, problems associated with communications, travel, chaos, computers crashing, electronics and mechanical problems showing up, and general confusion. Mercury retrograde's a tough go, but it comes 3 times a year for approximately 3 weeks at a time, and it's something we all have to deal with. That said, Mercury retrograde is a wonderful time for you to do a redo or to finish up a project that you've already begun. On the 6th, we have a new moon, supermoon, at 16 degrees of Taurus. This is a really good time to attend to your finances and make solid plans for the future. It's also a good time for pampering yourself, relaxing, or gardening a bit. Why not enjoy a lovely meal with family or a loved one? Mighty Jupiter stations direct on the 9th at 13 degrees of Virgo, yay, which slowly begins progress in the business areas of your life and areas we want to expand. Also on the 9th, Venus and Neptune make a really harmonious angle, perfect for a romantic evening, as well as artistic pursuits such as painting, acting, or music. On the 10th, Jupiter makes a lovely angle to Venus and Taurus. A new love interest or business proposition may present itself at this time. It's also a great time, a day for a date, a lovely dinner, or a little romance. Venus, the planet of love and money, is currently in the Earth sign of Taurus until the 24th. Venus in Taurus casts a sensual energy on people, and it encourages us to indulge in all forms of pleasure, such as pampering yourself, luxury items, good food, and as well things of beauty and beautiful people. This sparkling Venus energy will give the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn extra charisma, charm, and allure for the next 3 weeks. This is a great time to ask for a favor, as others will see you as irresistible. The 13th is a good time for love and romance when Venus at 17 degrees of Taurus makes a harmonious angle to Pluto in Capricorn. People at this time will, in general, be romantic, seek out the finer things in life. This is a perfect time for a romantic gourmet dinner or for pampering yourself. The Sun enters the air sign of Gemini on the 20th, switching our focus to matters related to communications, writing, intellectual pursuits, travel, as well as siblings and cousins. It's a good time to catch up on networking, errands, and it's a good time for a short trip or a vacation to an exotic destination. Maybe the Caribbean. On the 21st, we have a full moon at 1 degree of Sagittarius, putting an emphasis on worldly pursuits, education, and long-distance travel plans. This energy may have some people feeling energized, or it may bring a situation to completion. Influencing this full moon is Mars, who has cozied himself right up beside Luna and is in opposition to the Sun. This will give the full moon an extra shot of caffeine, or adrenaline, so to speak. Mars energy can add drama, impatience, or urgency to any situation, and some of you will be feeling quite anxious with this full moon. Mercury finally stations direct on May 22nd at 14 degrees of Taurus. Life will begin to get back to normal at that time. However, it's best to wait until Mercury leaves its shadow phase on June 9th, when it reaches 24 degrees of Taurus, to be extra sure. Business, travel, and communications will run much smoother at that time. Watch my video on Mercury retrograde or visit my website for more information on Mercury retrograde in Taurus. On the 24th, Venus enters the air sign of Gemini. Venus in Gemini can influence our romantic desires, thoughts, and intentions. People in general will tend to be a little more fickle as far as romantic desires and thoughts, as well as their intentions. It's a good time to write poetry or sweet words of love. On the 26th, on the 26th, Jupiter squares Saturn for the last time this year. This could mean a reality check is on the way when these two heavy hitters square off. Some of you may realize a big dream will take a lot more hard work than you originally thought. Think it over. On the 27th, Mars, which is currently in retrograde motion, enters the serious water sign of Scorpio, kicking up the intensity meter a notch or 10. Make sure to watch my video horoscope forecast with a lucky crystal recommendation for your sun sign, moon, and ascendant. If you like my videos, please show your support by liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you. These have been the transits and general forecast for May 2016, but they will only affect you personally if you have planets or degrees aspected by that transit. For personal predictions and to see how the stars may affect you, order your in-depth astrology reading with me based on your date, location, and time of birth at astromojo.com in-depth readings. Take your time in all you do in May, and you'll get through the retrograde planets just fine. Until next time, lovelies, I send you love and light. Take care.